What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll show you a simple method on how to draw Yoshi from Super Mario. Now I want to begin today's lesson by blocking out the basic shape of our character. Now I'm using this mechanical pencil with a 2B graphite stick. Let's start on the top right side of our page and sketch out a large circle. Start from the very top. Now we just want to stay loose. This circle doesn't have to be perfect. Just going to get the right size and placement on our page. And we can always go back and just smooth this out. So just rounding out those sharp corners and points. Now with the circle in place, let's go over towards the left side and sketch a straight line going across towards the left side of our page. Now I'm just going to layer the eye on top. So we start from the side of our circle, we're going to draw a half oval. We're going to go up, round out the top. Now we're just coming up to the same height as our circle, going around and then bring that down towards that line. Let's move over towards the right and draw the top of the right eye. We're going to go up a little bit higher and then bend that back down. From the bottom of the left eye, let's round out the cheek. We're going to go all the way around and just tuck that up underneath that circle. And then from the right side, let's open up the mouth. We're going to come down at an angle, round this out, and just pull that back up underneath our circle. Let's add some thickness to the lower lip. We're going to step out, come down, just pull that up towards the cheek. And now we want to blend in these two shapes. Along the bottom, just going to round that out and bend that down towards the bottom of the mouth. Now that we have the basic shape of the head, let's move down and draw the center spine. We're going to start underneath the head. Just going to curve the spine going out. Just going to round this out along the belly. And I'll just pull that up towards the tip of the tail, so right about there. Now I want to use the spine to add some thickness to the body. Let's start back at the top, step over towards the left, draw the back, coming down. And I just want to taper this out towards the end of the tail. Now I want to draw in the front of the body. Starting underneath the lip, just bump this out, come down towards the bottom. Now again, we just want to taper this out towards the end of the tail. Now with the body in place, let's pose out the arms. We're going to start at the very top of the body. Let's sketch out a circle for the socket of the arm. And then from the center of that circle, let's bend the arm going up and then out towards the elbow. Sketch a small circle across the end. From the center of the elbow, let's bend the arm going out and then down towards the wrist. Now I'm just going to block out the hand with a circle, going all the way around and back up. And we just want to capture the right size of the hand. Now I want to line up the center of the arm over towards the right side in behind the body. Let's bend the arm going out towards the elbow. Sketch that same size circle on the end. From the center of the elbow, let's bend the arm going out and then up towards the hand. And we draw that circle across the hand. Now I want to bring the left leg going across the body. So down here, we're going to sketch out an oval for the socket of the leg. Coming down and then back up. From the top of the oval, let's bend the leg going up and then out towards the knee. Bend this out and then down. From the bottom of the oval, let's draw that same curve going up and then out. Now the lower leg is going to sit on top of the leg. So we start right about here, bend the leg coming down and then out towards the heel. And then from here, we just want to add the basic shape of the foot. From the heel, I'm just going to curve the foot going up and then out. Just going to bring this around and then back in towards the heel, so you can see the bottom edge of the foot. Let's go all the way over towards the right side. I'm going to draw a half circle going up and then back down. Now I'm going to draw the right foot tucked in behind the body. Let's start down here, bend the leg coming down and out towards the heel. Come down and then in towards the bottom of the foot. Now I want to bend the foot across the toe, so bend this down and up. And we'll draw that same half circle going up and then back down. from the top of the foot, let's bend the leg going in and then up underneath the body. Now, once we're happy with the basic proportions of our character, we're going to go in and add a second level of detail. Let's start by adding some thickness to the arms. We're going to start from the top of the circle, go out and then down towards the elbow, go out and then down towards the hand. Let's do the same thing across the bottom. Starting from the bottom, going up and then out, go out and then down. Now I'm going to do the same thing across the right arm. Start with the inside along the top, bend this up towards the hand, and we'll add some thickness across the bottom of the arm, starting from the elbow. Now we want to add that shell across the back. We're going to start underneath the arm, go out, and just pull that back in. Let's add some detail to the hand. We're going to start from the inside of the wrist, start with the thumb, coming in and then out. Add a bracket on the end. And we're going to curl 3 fingers along the outside. Starting from the bottom of the thumb, we're going to come down and just bend that up around that bracket. Let's add 2 more fingers. Starting from the side, go out and then up. And then the 3rd finger, just going to go all the way around and just pull that in towards the outside of the wrist. Let's add some detail to the right hand. Again, we're going to start with the thumb, starting from the inside of the wrist, curl this around and then out. Now we're going to bend the thumb, coming back in. So just swirling that back in towards the inside. And then from the bottom of the thumb, let's add the palm with a curve. Let's go to the outside of the wrist and draw on that 1st finger. We're going to go all the way around, go up towards the knuckle, and then we're going to curl this around. Come down and bend that back up. Let's layer 2 more fingers along the inside. Starting from the top, go up, and then down in behind the thumb. Just curl that up in that gap. Now I'm just going to add 1 more finger across the top of the thumb. Let's move down and add some more detail and shape to the shoes. We're going to start with the cuff. Just going to curl this down, round up the inside of the cuff, bend this up and back out. Let's add some more shape to the sole. Just going to go up, bend that down about halfway, go up, and then around the toe. Let's go back to the heel. Just going to round this out and go all the way around and up. Let's add that cuff across the back leg, coming down and in on top of the foot, round up the heel, and pull that back in. I'm just going to continue this curve, going around and then up underneath the leg. Let's round up the heel, pull that in, and then bend that back down. Now going back to the shell, we're going to add that thick ridge. It's going to trace the curve of the back, going around and out, and round that out along the end. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and add some more shape to the eyes. We'll start along the top. Just going to take this up a little bit higher. I just want to bend that back in. Just rounding out the cheek. Let's draw the inside of the eyelid, starting from the top, come around, and then down. Bend this in and then up in behind the nose. Let's draw the right eyelid. I'm going to go up and then down. Let's pull the pupil towards the left side. So up here, let's draw an oval. Going down and then up. And then on the right side, we're just going to see the top edge going up and then back down. Let's add that trim across the cheek. Starting from the inside of the nose, we go up towards the eye. Come all the way around. It's going to lower the cheek, coming down and then back up. And to finish off a rough sketch, we're going to add some bumps across the back of the head. Let's start in between the eye and the cheek. Move this out and in. Come down towards the side. Let's add 1 more along the bottom. Now once we're happy with the rough sketch, we're going to go in and lightly erase some of these guidelines. And now that we have our clean drawing, we're going to move to the tip of our pencil and refine our shape and add some more detail. Let's start with that circle around the nose. We'll start along the top, on the inside. Just going to darken up the top edge. And we just want to fade this out lightly along the inside towards the face. We're just readjusting the shape of our circle. Just going around a little bit at a time. I'm just going to blend this out as we come in towards the face. And just darken up that bottom edge. Let's add 2 small angled ovals along the top of the nostrils. And now moving over, I'm just going to add some detail to the eyes. Let's add a thick bevel on the top of the eyelid, out and down. I'm just going to lightly shade that in. Let's add a small highlight circle on the top of each pupil. I'm just going to trace the iris along the inside, leaving a thin gap. And we'll darken up the top going around that highlight. Now we just want to fade that down gradually towards the bottom of the pupil. I'm just going to add a light shade to the outside of the iris. Now working our way forward towards the mouth. I'm just adding the edge of the tongue. I'm just going to darken up the top inside the mouth and then add a light shade to the tongue using the side edge of our pencil. Now at this stage, we just want to refine the contours before we get into the shading. Now you want to add a thick ridge across the bottom of the shoe. So just following that same curve, going all the way around. And once we finish tracing out our contours, we're going to go in and lightly shade in the body. And now we're going to go in and start adding some shape to our drawing by adding those shadows. So we're going to place the shadows along the bottom edge. And with the nose area, we're just going to leave a little bit of a highlight along the bottom. Now in this final push, we're just going to tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more contrast. Now as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more detail, and always be sure to sign our artwork, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of Yoshi from Super Mario. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. And if you want to draw more characters like this, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.